Hi friends, welcome back. Naji here. In this video, we will be discussing on how can we work with LangChain and Hugging Face together. So we know that Hugging Face is a open source community which has 200 plus or 200k plus LLM models are available, and we'll see how can we make use of those models using LangChain plus Hugging Face. So LangChain is actually provided two interfaces to communicate with the Hugging Face pipelines or inference API. That is, one is Hugging Face pipeline and other one is Hugging Face inference API. So in Hugging Face pipeline, what is actually happening is that we will be downloading the Hugging Face model to our local machine. So we need to ensure that the machine that we are trying to download is has to be like enough configuration that need to be matched with the downloaded model. Otherwise, we will not able to run that properly. Then other one is Hugging Face Inference API. So in which like we will be make use of the serverless REST API that is provided by the Hugging Face. So Hugging Face is providing some serverless REST API for POC kind of a work. So we can make use of that one and we will able to connect it with the LangChain and we can do some kind of a POCs. But if the usage is very high, we have to pay for that, and this can be happen with only small parameters models. So big parameters model like 70 billion parameters or above, or like more than 20 million parameters, I believe. So we have to have deploy our own space. Then we have to pay for that, right? So this we can do for a quick POCs. So we can start on that. So first we need to install LangChain hyphen Hugging Face. This is similar to LangChain Olama or LangChain OpenAI. So let me select my kernel. Okay. So it's in progress. Let me clear all output. That's how the installation is done. Now we can try to import that. So we can import from LangChain underscore. I'm looking for Hugging Face. Okay, Hugging Face, and we can import the first. We can try with the Hugging Face pipeline. Okay, so here we will be using a small model, so we can use the Google T5 models here. So I can go to Hugging Face pipeline dot from model ID. Here I can mention the model ID. We can check the model ID here, and we need to mention the task also. Okay, and if you need, we can pass some additional configuration like pipeline keyword arts, and here we can mention the temperature, maybe 0.2. This will be double quotes. Okay, now we can try to figure out these things. One is model ID, and we can try to see what is the task. For that, let me go to the Hugging Face. So I have my Hugging Face is open, and let me use this Hugging Face. You can look for the models. I can look for Google T5. Okay, so we will be using T5-Small. Okay, so this is what we are going to download. So let me copy this, and I can mention it here, model ID. Okay, so this is my model ID. Now I can mention the, let me close this. Okay, now I can mention the task. So tasks that we can look into here. So these are the tasks that is supported by the T5-Small, right? So what I can do, I can select the summarization. Okay, so I can type it here, summarization. So summarization task that we are going to do. Summarization, let me check the spelling is also correct. Then this is the pipeline keyword argument, and we are setting the temperature as 0.2. Let me run it. So this will download the T5-Small to our local machine. Okay, so it may take some time. So once that is done, what we can do, we can try to create the summary. Okay, for that I can check for LLM dot, we can have an option to do the invoke. Okay, so the execution is done. Now I can do llm dot invoke. Now I can pass some text paragraph here. Okay, we'll see that. So for that, let me go and search for something. I can Hugging Face, maybe wiki. Let me try this. So I can go and copy this few things. First para I am going to copy. Okay, copy this and let me paste here. Okay, so now I'm going to execute that. See, so we are getting a summary here. So I have given like 3 lines of code and all, I mean 3 lines of text I have provided, but we are getting only the single line. Okay, so that is how the Hugging Face pipeline is working. Now we can see how can we do the inferencing part. Okay, for that we can go and check. So this is the inference serverless inference that is provided the Hugging Face, and they are providing few LLM models are they are providing. We can make use of these models. So they are also providing 72. I don't think that will work. I didn't, when I tried that it was not working, but when we go down we will able to see a lot of models are there. So we can try with the Phi-mini instruction. So let me take this. So this is the model that we are going to use. Okay, and let me place it here, space or ID, and I'm going to keep it here. Okay, now one thing we have to do, we need to have a Hugging Face key. For that, go to the profile, click on the profile, just click on access token, create a token. I can say that YouTube 1. Now I can give some, I can select the inference. So let me select this also. Okay, so I am giving the permissions. Now I can click on the create token. So this token will be created. This is a one-time token. Just copy that, and here I can mention it to my environment. So I can do a os.environ. Here I can mention hf underscore key. Can put it here like this. Okay, so we have got the Hugging Face key now. So we can try to execute something within the website itself. So let me do a back. So this is a playground. So here I am going to ask who is the president, who is the first president in US. Let me ask this. We'll see what's the answer. Let me run it. I can give this as my token. Let me submit it. She's giving some answers, right? The first president of the United States, George Washington, he serves as a president from April 79 to March. Okay, it's giving reasonably good result. So we can use the same thing with our Lanchain. So let me go back to my Visual Studio Code, and we have our repository name is there, and we have our Hugging Face key is there. Okay, now we can try to implement the inference API. We can try to download that. Okay, so for that I can have a Lanchain Hugging Face. Let me import Hugging Face, and it's not Hugging Face endpoint. Also I am going to download a chat Hugging Face, which I can discuss later. Okay, now what we can do, I can also create a Hugging Face endpoint. Here I can mention the repo ID. So my repo ID will be the ID. Okay, now I can mention the task. The task will be text generation here. Okay, I think this is the minimum details that we need. So let me execute it. So the execution is done. Now I can do some kind of a invoke method. So llm.invoke, So this time this is very fast because we are not downloading anything. Okay, here I can say that Hugging Face is, let me try to complete that. So it says something is a problem because the header is correct but the token seems invalid. Okay, it says this token is invalid. Okay, so maybe something went wrong. Should not be. Environment Hugging Face key. Okay, the problem is we have to mention Hugging Face token, not Hugging Face key. That is my mistake. Now let me try it again. So it's trying to execute. We'll see. Should not be taking this much time. When I tried, I got it like in 3 seconds or so. Okay, anyway, now we are getting that's a great observation. That's information. Can you tell me, asking a question, find out student if there is a percentage of people? I don't know why I am getting this. LLM dot. Okay, anyway, so that is how it is returning now. Okay, but the result are not good. Maybe we can do some kind of a optimization here. I can say that not optimization, like we can add some parameters to sampling false. We try to see this, that will make anything different. Okay, so nothing is make much difference here, but maybe we can try it out like different LLM models, or we can give some more prompt here. But our goal is to explain how can we make use of Hugging Face endpoint. Now we'll see how can we use the chat Hugging Face. So for that I can create a chat Hugging Face model, and here we can pass the LLM as the Hugging Face LLM model. Okay, so this is similar to chat OpenAI or chat Olama, like that. And here we can do a model.invoke. I can say that tell me a joke. Let me see. So we are getting the answer in the chat AI message or the chat prompt format. Okay, so that's it about in this video. So I think we have discussed how can we integrate LangChain and the Hugging Face together, and we'll explain different methods, and also we explain about the Hugging Face chat. So if you have any questions, please ping me, or please add that in the comment box. I will try to reply that. So that's it. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.